Hello everybody, this is Michael and today I would like to show you the new FTTO solution or fiber to the office solution of the company Microsense. I got a presentation of this company and I studied the solution and it's amazing and I would like to share it with you to show you what kind of presentation, what kind of solution that is. So let's start. This is what you can see here is a normal structured cabling solution. This is now for all the buildings, hospitals, office buildings, airports, whatever buildings are known. So you can see here, we are talking about a building with some floors, could be a hotel also. Yeah, so what you can see here, you have your distribution switches. Sorry, you have your core switches here. Then you go with like fiber cable to the distribution switches, and from the distribution switches, you are going with a Cat5 or Cat6 cable to the outlets, and from the outlet, then you go to the telephone, to the PC, to any end device which is available in the office set. Yeah. So the problem here is for the structured cabling solution, and I hate this problem. Yeah, you have a length limitation because with this cable you are limited to 90 meters maximum. And the problem is when you have a floor with, like a hospital, for example, 90 meters is nothing, yeah, for the floor. And additionally, you have to consider for each building and for each floor, these distribution floors, because here you have to install the distribution switches along with the cabinets. And even this floor that you have to consider have to be cooled. So that means you are losing valuable space. You have to use a UPS for powering the switches, means you have to use a cooling system. So these are all costs that you have to consider just because of this kind of network infrastructure. And Microsense FTTO solution makes it much more simple. And you can see it here in the next slides. They say very easily, just forget this distribution switches and forget also the floor distribution, yeah, and then even reduce the cabling. And you can see up to 75% reducing the cable is possible here. And the question why it is possible is shown now on the next slide. So you can see here what Microsense has done. They only said, okay, we are specialized in fiber. Let's take fiber for the whole building, yeah. Just take the normal RJ45 cable from the micro switch directly to the PC. So that means the differences, so that means the distance is only 1 or 2 meter maximum, yeah, from the switch to the end devices. The rest is really fiber. Yeah, this is amazing because now what you can see here, you make a cut, so you don't have the distribution switches anymore. You don't have the distribution floor anymore, yeah, and you have to reduce your cabling. So even about maintenance costs, installation costs, is all will all be lower now because you have reduced all this number of cables in a lot. So now let's go back to this solution. What we can see here, the core switch is still there, but now we are going with a fiber cable directly to the micro switch. So the micro is a very small switch of Microsense is called micro switch, yeah, for the FTTO solution. So you go with a fiber cable to the micro switch, and from here you directly go to the end devices. You have 4 ports, so 1 or 2 fiber ports, and then you have 4 RJ45 ports where you can directly connect your end devices to it. Yeah, and then you can see here the best thing is you don't have any length limitations anymore. It's really fiber. You can go 100 or 200 kilometers and you don't have any problems anymore now. And additionally, you have reduced your cables with up to 75%. So imagine for a big building, what maintenance and what installation costs you are saving here. Additionally, you are saving all the rooms. So if you have the rooms already, you can use it even for other things. You don't have to use it just to install some cabinets with some distribution switches and to cool it additionally. So forget this. Just put the fiber cable to the micro switch, connect it to the end devices, and that's it. It's a great solution. All right. So what we can see here, yeah, it's an old animation by Microsense. Showing again the structured cabling solution with all these disadvantages, a lot of cables, the rooms, distribution switches, and surely it's it is costly, definitely, and it has a negative impact on the environment. And additionally to the Cat6 cable, it increased the fire load through cable bundles because the Cat6, Cat5 cables are working with power, and the fiber cables are working with light. So with light, you don't have any problems with fire. Yeah. Here is a normal FTTO concept again from Microsense. So very easy. Take a core switch, install one fiber cable, make a ring configuration to save more cables, or you can do even star configurations, plug in the micro switch, and that's it. Yeah, quite simple. Here's a short animation showing how it looks like when it's installed. So you see this, it's even a very nice design. Yeah, you can see here directly hit the switch, and from here shortly to the telephone or Bluetooth to the PC or access point or whatever, and you have reduced your cabling a lot. Yeah, this can be cascaded even. If you say I need 8 ports, 12 ports, you can even cascade it with a 5th port on the side of the micro switch. So it's really amazing. Here's a short comparison again, specialized for the cabling. So here again, for each device, one cable is necessary. Yeah, and here you put only one fiber cable, and then 4 devices can be connected. Yeah, it's additional future-proof fiber optic cables for riding, cabling, horizontal wire. Cooper cabling is only used to connect terminal equipment like workstations. All right. Yeah, when a user is coming to the question, the end user is coming to the question, oh, I have a new building, or I want to renew my building, definitely he has to ask himself, okay, do I go with a Cooper solution, or do I go with the FTTO solution, so with the fiber solution? Yeah, and there are a lot of advantages talking to the fiber solution. And nowadays, in the past, so a long time back, yes, Cooper was the number one. Today, Cooper is going and less and less. Fiber is coming more and more. One of the reasons is only one of the reasons. There are a lot of reasons. Or let me say, one of the reasons is the space of the fiber cable. So the fiber cable itself is very thin. The Cooper cable is very big. So here on the installation, you need more space. But even when it comes to the data technology itself, so it means on the bandwidth, with the fiber cable, if you install it now, in 20 years you can still use it, because you can use even more than 100 gigabit per second, yeah, just by changing the end device. So it means the switch. And here, if you in 5 years, for example, 20 GB or 15 GB is coming modern, and you want to use it, you cannot use it, then you have to change your entire network, cable network, because only fiber can provide this. Yeah, so the question, do I use fiber or Cooper in my new building? I think it's clear what answer you have to choose. Yeah, here's a nice picture of showing how the micro switch is installed, or it looks like. So fiber cable going to the micro switch, and then connect it directly to the telephone. That's it. Quite simple. Here's a short picture showing the power supply. So here you can see decentralized power supply, means each micro switch is powered by one power supply. Here now it's powered with 48 volts to use PoE. Yeah, but you can use even a centralized power supply. So just install the power supply here, and then power more micro switches on one hand. You can see the switch itself. Important thing is the switch itself is a fanless switch. Yeah, you don't have to cool the switch. It can work up to 40 degrees inside the rooms or inside the building. It has a fiber uplink. It can also have 2 fiber uplinks if you want to do a ring configuration, for example. It has 4 RJ45 ports with PoE plus even, and a 5th port on the side here, on this side, for cascading, for example. Yeah, and it has a SD card inside here. This is a great idea, because imagine you have 100 switches installed, for example, and one switch fail, then you have to put the switch out, to put a new switch in. You have to configure it. You have to install the firmware and so on. But With this SD card, the firmware and the configuration is copied. That means just take a new switch, put the SD card inside, yeah, and that's it. It will work, plug and play. You don't need to do any reconfiguration or installing any firmware on the switch. This is great. Yeah. Additionally, this switch is very intelligent. You can do manage. It's a volume managed switch. Yeah, you can manage everything with it. And additionally to this, there was a smart office solution from Microsense. I think I'll do another video showing it because I love it. Yeah. Here you can see some pictures how the micro switch can be installed. So I love this kind of solution. So a floor installation or even a table installation here. Here is our pillar installation. So very different kind of ways of installing the switch. Thank you very much. That was a short presentation of showing FTTO. I love this solution. I'm sure if you have questions to it, just contact Microsense. I'm sure they will support you. Thank you very much for watching this video and take care.